Van Deeb, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van Deeb.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
The Power of Asking Live. This is one of Van's all-time favorite presentations to teach people how to ask for what they want in life. So here's Van Deeb in the final episode of The Power of Asking.
Guys, I look at being successful as spiritual. I truly believe that God wants us all to live a successful life, be happy, healthy, encourage others, empower others, inspire others. James 4:2 says, "You have not because you ask not." I took that literally. I have not because I haven't asked for it. Got to ask for it if I want it. Why is it written in the Bible 365 times? Do not be afraid. 365 times. We have no reason to be afraid to ask people to do business with us. People will want to help you if you ask for it. But they're not going to help you if you don't ask them to. Don't be afraid to tell them your goals. I know that people in this room aren't the 93% that don't have written goals, right? All of you have written goals you look at every day and you're going to accomplish this, right? I know you do. I know Mr. Jeff does. Ask people to help you with your goals. Be creative. Don't be afraid to stand out. There's no rule book. There's no format. This is how I set goals. I have to do it this way because everybody else on the planet is. Be different. People that do business with me, a lot of them like to do business with me because I'm not normal. Jaquel's over there going, that's right, he's not. So one of the ways that I had people help me with my goals. Some of you have heard this, and I'm sorry, this has a shelf life for as long as I'm alive. So I got in real estate, became addicted. I didn't take a day off. Real estate was my wife, my career, my hobby, my love, and my passion. Eventually, selling new homes wasn't cutting it anymore because after 3 years, the people I sold a home to would say, hey, we're ready to move. Our family's gotten larger. Can you help us find a new house and sell ours? I said, no, I just work for the builder. That was time for me to go out and take my license and to get in the brokerage business. So I get in the brokerage business in Dallas, motivated as all get out. I looked at a list of all the awards you can win, and I wanted every one. Crazy. I wanted every one. Anyway, so there's a guy in the office that was number one in Dallas named Randy Schroyer from Iowa. We had a lot in common. Talked football, little football, then we talked some more football. But he had this big plaque in his office that said number one agent, and this was years and years ago. So I said, can I take a picture of your plaque? He said, sure. So I took a picture. Tell you how long ago I took it to Photomat, my camera, and get it developed. 2 weeks later, it's ready. I get this 5x7 picture back. This is crazy, okay? Don't get up and leave. I put the 5x7 on a red piece of construction paper, and I had it laminated. I wrote underneath the picture, it was a picture of Randy's award, I will have one of these by this date. Put it in a hard laminate, you couldn't bend it. I have to go over here now. And I made it my keychain. I punched a hole at the top, and I made it my keychain. So everywhere I went, because it was a real hard laminate, I couldn't fold it up. I'd go eat somewhere at a restaurant, it goes on the table. Everywhere I'd go. What do you think happened 10 times a day? What do you think happened, Nick?
You saw it.
People say, what is that? Oh, you know what, sir? I'm glad you asked. So this is the plaque you get for being the top real estate agent in Dallas, Texas. Do you know anybody that wants to buy or sell a house? Here's my card. I'd be grateful if you called me. How long did that take me? How long did that take me to ask you to do business with me? Thank you. 10 seconds. I don't know anybody else doing that. Like I said, I didn't read this in the Harvard School of Business manual. I read this in the Van Deeb Go Get What You Want, Do What You Gotta Do manual. It works. It works. It works. Don't be afraid to be creative. People enjoy doing business with people that are creative. Now I want to tell you, this has had some offspring and some things that have happened. I know people that have called me a couple months later and said they did that. There's a guy with a commercial real estate company here in Omaha. I gave a presentation to his company. And he did the exact same thing, only put an office building he's in charge of leasing. He put that picture on it. And people would say, what is that? And he goes, oh, this is a really great place to have an office. Do you know anybody looking for office space? And he got back to me and told me that it generated conversation. Goals are not meant to be kept a secret, but it all goes together. Are you the type of person that people want to help accomplish their goals? Do you have the time? Hey, yay. I'm only 30 minutes behind. So I look at not wanting to be successful as being selfish. You guys look at me like, what? I look at not wanting to be successful as selfish. You know why? Because you got people depending on you. You've got your spouse, significant other. You got your kids. You got your parents. You got people that passed on that are hoping that you live this wonderful life because they know you have the ability. Don't be selfish. And even if you don't want success for yourself, there's a ton of people that can't afford heat, that can't afford clothes, that would love to benefit from your effort. If you don't want success, want it to be able to contribute to help other people and to benefit them. But I want to tell you something. When you want to be successful, everybody around you is going to see that change. You're going to see that person. You're going to empower them and you're going to inspire them. So I'm asking all of you to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself on it. I'm just going to give you a couple things, and like I said, these have a shelf life forever. So if I've said it before, sorry for you. I'm being silly. Get a box of business cards. Get a box of your business cards and put it in the front seat of your car or right in front of you in an inconvenient place on your desk. And know that every dream and every goal that you have will come true if you'll make this box empty. If you'll go out and you'll give your card to everybody. I used to challenge myself to give out 5 cards a day. I had to. I had nobody on top of me saying, hey, you have to do this. I wanted to do this for myself. And you have to find at least 5 people to give a card to. And then another person I like to quote is John Maxwell. He talks about getting out of your comfort zone. So I look at this as he talks about the rubber band. The rubber band is nothing in this condition, but it's everything when you stretch it. This rubber band will do a lot of things if you stretch it. It's just like you. Get out of your comfort zone, stretch your mind. You have the ability. So you're in an industry that requires people to look at you as an expert or to see you as an expert that's of somebody that knows what they're doing. I'm just going to give you a couple of things real quick. I moved back to Omaha in 1993 for family reasons. I'm one of the top agents in the largest city in the United States, in Dallas, Texas. And I came back for family reasons, and I start completely over from scratch. 1993, I started in my basement. How am I going to get the name out? How am I going to brand myself? How am I going to get the word out? One of the things I did is I wrote handwritten notes to every news anchor in Omaha, every journalist, every radio personality, handwritten notes with my card. If you ever have a real estate story, please call me. I'll always be there when you need me. Guess what? All of them did. Every station used me when there was a real estate story. Am I becoming an expert in the public eye? Yeah. No one told me to do this. Common sense tells me if I want to be known as an expert, the whole rest of the country has to see me as an expert. The only negative thing I'll tell you is to know your stuff. I get a call from Channel 7. I'll never forget this as long as I live. It was back in the late 90s. I'll never forget this because I'm usually a confident guy. It wasn't that day. They said, new thing out there everybody's talking about is radon. Radon this, radon that. Can we come over and do an interview about radon? And I said, sure, what time? Because I would cancel everything to be on TV. I'm just telling you, I would. It's going to help my career. I don't care what I got going on. I'm canceling. Even with a short notice, because some of the TV people that are here today know that they don't give you a lot of notice. Mr. Deeb, we'd like to do a story on radon. Great. 7 o'clock, can we come over to your house? You bet. I get off the phone. I called up John Wanager. Some of you guys know him. Inspection guy, well-known inspection company. I called up John. I said, hey, John, Van. He goes, yeah? I said, what the heck is radon? And so I had to give a two-minute, I had to get an education on what radon is. So they're in my living room, and I'm nervous because I don't remember a lot what John said on the phone. And they're saying, and I felt like I was George Bush Sr. Because I'm going, radon's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So another thing, I'm continuing to show myself as an expert. I signed up with Parkville Media to do podcasts. It's going to go all over the world. Thank God they're right here locally. I want to continue to become an expert on helping people get better. Not real estate, but helping people get better. You are meant to be successful. You are meant to fulfill all your dreams. And the more that you think about that, the more you're going to empower and encourage. People are going to become better because of something they saw you do. They saw you go to work a couple minutes before you're supposed to be there earlier today. They saw you do this. They saw the way that you treat people. People are going to become better because of you.
Well, that concludes the 3-part series of the live presentation of The Power of Asking. Please stay in touch with Van through vandeeb.com and sign up for his newsletter. They come out monthly. They will inspire, empower, and get you really motivated to bring out the best version of yourself. Also, stay tuned for more podcasts. Contact Van to speak to your company or one-on-one coaching. Also through vandeeb.com.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
A Parkville Media Production.